Inspiring Change is a documentary highlighting the climate change adaptation and sustainable energy CCASE project created by the Kenya Climate Change Working Group KCCWG in partnership with Christian Aid, implemented in Kajiado County, Kenya.
Kajiado County, a land of breathtaking beauty and vibrant cultures, faces the climate change crisis not as a distant threat, it is an everyday battle. Droughts stretch longer, rains grow scarcer, and the rhythms of life are greatly disrupted.
I can say my father at once attempted to take poison if he wanted him to run out of himself because of losing so many cows. So mental health for Maasai men is at its worst because of climate change. You wake up one day, you are rich, you have 1,000 cows, then tomorrow the TVs are broadcasting that you are selling a cow at 500 shillings. Do you know what the owner of that cow is feeling? So men are suffering a lot because of losing this wealth. And they run into alcoholism. Those who do not die, they become a total waste. It is very easy for a man to get completely destroyed once their capital is destroyed, which is what climate change is doing.
Agricultural communities in sub-Saharan Africa, especially pastoralists, are vulnerable to mental health challenges. This is due to prolonged droughts, floods attributed to erratic weather patterns. But amidst these challenges, hope is alive through the transformative efforts of the KCCWG in collaboration with Kajiado County Government and partners in implementing CCASE, empowering local communities.
So we are likely come January 2025 to see a bumper harvest, to see transformation, to see a story of change, to see impact.
No other partner has been able to do the kind of work that KCCWG has done in building the capacity of the communities towards building their resilience on climate change issues.
Kenya Climate Change Working Group is a national membership network of civil society organizations uniting voices and actions on climate change. We are implementing a lobby and advocacy project in Kajiado County dubbed Climate Change Adaptation and Sustainable Energy.
This 3-year program has been heavily supported by the Christian Aid who have worked with us. They are no longer donors, but candidates who are handheld us to ensure that the people of Kajiado get transformational information.
Today, I want to speak about a program we are implementing with a partner, Kenya Climate Change Working Group in Kajiado County. And of course, this is our flagship program in Christian Aid, which is implemented across different countries. In Kenya, we are working with Kenya Climate Change Working Group, dealing with national programs, as well as also implementing in Kajiado sub-national government. So it's indeed quite inspiring to talk about this climate change adaptation and sustainable energy project, having seen the main objective of looking at how we can work with the communities to enable adaptation that will result resilience, as well as promoting the adoption of sustainable energy practices and appliances among these communities.
One of our key focus under CCASE is to transition communities from unsustainable energy practices to sustainable energy solutions.
I would like to add that working with the CCASE, we have been able to undertake assessment on the climate information and early warning system.
Now let us get to the field, that is Kajiado County. We are traversing 5 sub-counties and we want to see what is it, how has this change been happening, who are the movers behind this change.
The CCASE project combines indigenous knowledge with the expertise of meteorological department to enhance weather pattern predictions. This information is then simplified and shared with local communities at the grassroots level.
Now, Kenya Meteorological Department, which is the custodian of the weather issues in the country, and Kenya Meteorological Department, which is also affiliated to the World Meteorological Organization, have come together to see that each and every county is doing its part to mitigate and adapt to the weather issues that we are seeing currently. Now, when we come now to the Kajiado County, we're in the forefront. We've got a very good system which makes us, come together and talk to each other of what is happening. We also involve the scientific science and also the indigenous, because the Maasai, who are the predominantly the habitant of this area, they are very, very, very careful, and they know how the systems behave. So sometimes we combine the two and we blend and we come up with a weather forecast. Now, the Kenya Meteorological Department, through other platforms, we have come with this smart climate, adaptation plans. We have come with participatory scenario planning, whereby we call each and every leader or opinion leader to come and hear what the scientific are saying about the weather, and also what the indigenous people are also talking, so that we can come up with a complementary weather forecast that can be beneficial to everybody. And from these systems, we have seen a lot of gains, very, very many gains.
Let's explore how various stakeholders have driven transformation within the community through initiatives in water resource management, smart agriculture, sustainable energy, and animal husbandry.
A little story about our dairy farm. We had the normal cows, but after the drought, they all swept by drought. So we intended to switch off from keeping the large animals, and we went to a dairy farm, whereby it's all because of the training that we got from the CCASE, the Kenya Climate Change Working Group trainings. That's now where we bought the dairy cows, and that's here we're in our factory, whereby we make the feeds for our livestock. For our livestock,
as an organization that have tapped into issues to do with climate action, we've partnered with Kenya Climate Change Working Group, and they have been with us for a period of maybe 2.5 years now. They have capacity built us on climate smart techniques. They have also taught us on how to practice issues to do with conservation on tree planting. They have also trained us on how to make the government and the national and the county government accountable through how to write memos, policy papers, and all that.
We are actually trained on climate change adaptation, mitigation, and resilience. And through the training, we managed to get or to apply for trees or tree seedlings from the Kenya Defense Forces, and we actually received 40,000 trees, which were actually distributed to the neighboring schools. To be exact, 30 schools in the area and to the community as an adaptation strategy. In addition to that, we also have a dairy, and through the dairy, we actually decided to start it so that the women in the area can actually have ready market for their milk. Unlike in the past, whereby they were actually exploited by middlemen in the area, whereby the middlemen used to purchase the milk at 25 shillings, but as we speak, we normally buy it at 42 shillings, hence putting an extra shilling to the pockets of the women in the community.
Now our staffs have gotten training from CCASE, and it has enhanced their skills. Like for instance, the two of our staff members that attended CCASE training on project planning and management. They enhanced their skills and helped them in drafting a proposal on climate change, specifically climate smart agriculture, and we've secured funding for that thanks to that training.
For us, we are based in Kajiado, and we operate in Kajiado Central, Dalali Kutuk Ward. And you can find us on our social media. We have our Facebook as the Laramata Community Concerns. Our Instagram page also is Ilaramata Community Concerns. We also have our Twitter handle, which is Ilaramata_C.
So we've started Aflatun activities in 9 schools. We train teachers and we've trained children in those clubs, and they are running successful gardens in the institution. Good example is Isinet Primary School that has a fully-fledged Aflatun club that actually appeared in the Citizen Program TV because of how successful they have been. They have been able to manage up to around 5,000 trees now, and they have given out to the community. So it's a very good initiative. Farmers access meteorological reports very easily, and they are able to plan for themselves the seasons. Especially right now, they know that there are still warnings of La Nina coming. Farmers are aware. They have planted crops that take a shorter time compared to initially where they will do maize farms. Right now, they have only done beans, and you'll see it in the field. Very few have done maize because they already have the reports, and they are using the reports they get from CCASE and Kenya Climate Change Working Group to plan their seasons.
Our main thematic areas in Mount Kilimanjaro Child Development Program are disaster risk reduction and climate change, education, and child protection. So under DRR, that is disaster risk reduction, we have WASH activities, that is water, sanitation, and hygiene. We also have livelihood initiatives, and whereby we have been dealing with empowering our youth and women groups. We currently have 2 women groups and youth groups, that is in Natana and another zone called Samai. These groups are basically dealing with apiculture, that is in beekeeping. We have already provided them with 72 beehives. We have provided them with the entire beekeeping startup kits, and ongoing right now is construction of an apiary that will house 150 beehives. We have also done in WASH, we have drilled several boreholes, that is for boreholes, and one of the main boreholes that is currently serving the community is called Moilo Water Project, and whereby we anticipate this project to reach more than 1,000 households.
As an organization, we have been learning something to do with the environment, the environment, or how to change the environment, or how venye environment inachungwa. Na wenye tumesoma imetusaidia mengi kama wamama as an organization, something like a brigade. We have been doing this work of brigades at home, ambaye tumeshikana watano hivi ndio tulikuwa tunatengeneza, tunatumia kwa nyumba. Imetusaidia sana. Is a clean work, is an easy kuliko ile makaa ya kawaida.
So in that process, we partnered with Kenya Climate Change Working Group under the CCASE program, and we were able to link the women groups for capacity strengthening on climate change adaptation. They've been able to go through trainings through the support of a CCASE program, and women are doing marvelous because they are able to identify the challenges they are facing, and they are able to address those challenges. The information and learnings they get from Kenya Climate Change Working Group under the CCASE program is towards looking at how resilient and adaptive can they be in addressing the challenges of climate change. So far, women have been able to implement projects because Simavi gives the component of infrastructure development, and Kenya Climate Change comes in with the component of capacity strengthening. They have been able to implement projects. The women groups like Engape Women Group has been able to drill a shallow well that is solarized. So they are tapping on how to use clean energy. Instead of using genset and electricity, which is expensive, they are able to pump their water using solar. And this information they've also learned from Kenya Climate Change Working Group through the CCASE program.
The impact of the CCASE project is profound. Through its water resource management programs, rainwater harvesting is now a blessing and a vital lifeline. The project's introduction of sustainable farming practices has helped to resolve land degradation, ensuring that families can nourish themselves and future generations.
Nalotu enewueji olororok etareto yiok oleng, nikituturo nkolong'i 3 nikimir na asali nisaidia yiok oleng amu ekimir oshi emkebe enkilo 600 netum olturrur na msaada. Ore enewueji ena silange na oltasat otuturo openy oltasat lai toonkaik enyenak naa kegut oleng. Naa kegut oleng nekiyieu eretoto emashini enkare pekitumoki atooshoki olchamba. Ore inaare nekiwok oshi tenkata olameyu nikintumia apik olchamba loompuka neretito enaare kulo otorok amu ketum enkare akiti duo tenkata olameyu. Ore ena silange nekiyieu nikintalala, ekiyieu eretoto pekintalala pekitumoki aikeno peetum enkare safi nikitumoki aitumia. Ore kulo otorok nikiata apa endamato enchata na ninye apa kigira aitumia enkata nitu kitum kulo otorok kuna matoi. Neeku ore apa endamato enchata na ninye apa kinterunye ele turrur netareto yiok oleng sininye tenkata nikituturo. Neeku inewueji apa kinterunye ina siai olotorok. Neeku keendelea na ina siai ele turrur lang tino oitoi.
So 2023 tuka joined in our Kenya's Climate Smart na tukafundishwa mambo ya venye tunaweza kuangalia environment yetu na venye tunaweza saidia wamama na zile biashara ndogo ndogo na hata kujinufaisha na mambo ya improved jiko mpaka kitchen garden na zile biashara ambaye mama anaweza fanya akiwa nyumbani na ajisaidie ama income generating activities.
CCASE has been an eye-opener to me because much as I've always been dealing with organic farming, I have never known that organic farming goes hand in hand with climate change, mitigation and adaptations. So it's good that we are trying to create a lot of awareness on various issues which include our environment, how we should take care of and protect our environment for the good of the future generation. We are also trying to encourage people on how they should protect the wetlands and riparian lands. And actually the water towers. Here in Gong, we have the Gong Hills Water Tower, which supplies water, especially during the rainy season, to the river, which is one of the big rivers in Kenya. So those are the things we are doing. And CCASE has also taught me that we need to adapt clean energy that is not based on fossil fuel although it's a big deal, but we want to reduce over-reliance on fossil fuel.
Nimeweza kufaulu kufanya hii project ya ndizi. Nimeweka hii sapiti because of preserving maji, because in times of dry season, naonanga itachukua maji nyingi sana. So that is why nimeweza kutengeneza hii sapiti round this thing. Sometimes natumia maji ya chumvi, iko na chumvi nyingi. Sometimes natumia hii ya silange, but nimeweza kusaidika because tulipewa tanks ya kupreserve maji. Now during the time of drought,
I don't use hiyo ya nini ama ya chumvi. Natumia hizo tanks kuota ndizi zangu.
Sasa mambo na water kiosk, tunauza maji, tunatumia token. Na tena hiyo maji tunauza lita 20 liters kwa shilingi 5 kuteremusha kabisa. Hakuna mtu ataweza kupata hiyo maji. Sasa tumefurahia, hata nyumbani wamefurahi, mtaa anafurahi sana. Pesa iko mzuri ya kufanyia kazi.
Through the support of CCASE, that is a climate change working group. We really thank them because they have really supported us. We've been getting some trainings with them, and we came to impact our women here, and now they have benefited. We have given them 200 energy saving jikos. We also supported them when on the issue of hypomea. More than 1,500 people within the conservancy have benefited.
We are doing a climate change adaptation initiative. Thanks to Kenya Climate Change Network, we have adapted climate resilience and adaptation. As you can see, we have a farm where we are doing farming. We have drip irrigation, which helps us to conserve water and also for our plants to grow. Through the Climate Change Network, we have been able to be trained on many initiatives like resilience and adaptation during dry seasons.
The journey has its challenges as the communities need further training to enable conservation of the environment to mitigate threats such as sand harvesting and deforestation, which have had detrimental effects on their water sources.
So ndani ya huko mashinani bado watu wanakata kuni, bado watu wanakata makaa. Tunahitaji masomo ya kuwaelimisha wamama na wazee wajue mambo mawili. Kuna ukataji wa makaa na inaharibu, bado ndio inatuletea shida ya climate change. Kuna uchotaji wa mchanga ambaye mmeona tukipita hii barabara tunaona malori zinabeba hata ina overload. Wanabeba hata zaidi. Na bado inaumiza chemchemi zetu ya maji. So ile maji wamama walikuwa angeenda kuchota kwa mchanga na ilikuwa safi ya changarawe haipatikani kwa sababu mchanga yote imechotwa.
We have an issue with the unsustainable sand harvesting in Kajiado, and this has really led to erosions and also problems at our river systems. And we are trying to put some sand dams like other counties to really mitigate on this and also make to help even in availability of water during the dry season. These dams really help a lot during the dry seasons if they are put in properly, and also the community is sensitized on the issue of unsustainable sand harvesting activities.
The Climate Change Adaptation and Sustainable Energy CCASE program has sparked a remarkable call to action. This initiative is expected to inspire increased community participation, driving sustainable positive outcomes in Kajiado County. Moreover, it holds the potential to be replicated across other counties in Kenya.
Yambo shuna, kumaraga na ilaga.